Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make the gift basket that is perfect for every occasion. Whether it's a last-minute birthday party you're invited to, or maybe you need a quick Christmas gift for the neighbor. Do you have a special friend that you've been wanting to say thanks, I appreciate you? Or what about the hostess with the mostest? This gift basket works because no matter who you give it to, they will find something they love in it. So take a second to subscribe and then we'll gather our supplies. You're going to need a variety of snacks. I like to use 11 full-size items in 6 snack size, a basket or container, a heat shrink bag, a pull bow, glue dots, a dryer sheet, a heat gun or blow dryer, and some scissors. I'm using this basket from Dollar Tree, and here are my best tips for choosing the right snacks for your basket. You want to have a variety of flavors like sweet and salty, savory and fruity. And you also need to make sure that you have a variety of packaging like boxes and canisters and bags. My next tip would be to have a variety of bright colors. I love using this Welch's box because you can use it horizontally or vertically in your basket. And bags are great because they create bulk, making your basket look bigger. Another thing, foil packaging is great because it catches the person's eye. This basket is going to end up being almost 2 feet tall when we're done. Always make sure to include a variety of snack size items. This creates the illusion that they're getting more in their basket, but you're getting more bang for your buck. And last, include some drinks in the bottom of your basket to create some heft. I use a couple types of glue dots. I use the 1/2-inch rounds and the strips from Glue Dots brand. Those have a strong hold. But I also use these balloon glue dots, which are cheaper and they're a little bit lighter hold. I'm going to take my dryer sheet and I'm going to wipe down my basket and any of the snack items that might need a quick little wipe down to remove the static cling. This helps so that if there's dust particles or fuzzies floating in the air, they don't stick to your project while you're working. The most important part of the basket is the base. So we're going to start building the base up by putting the 2 drinks on the outside edges in the bottom of the basket. I'm going to take my Glue Dots brand 1/2-inch round glue dot. These are the stronger ones. And I'm going to put it about 1/4 of the way down the can. And then I'll take a second one and put it about 1/4 up from the bottom. These are on the back side of the can so that when you look down in there, you'll see the logo. And you can see how well that holds that can in place. So let's repeat it on the other one. And give it a good shake to make sure everything is stuck in place. I'm going to keep on building up the platform by taking the vegetable crackers and putting it on top of the cans. We're going to attach it with a glue dot in each corner, and these are the strong glue dots. And once we press them onto the cans, we're going to have a nice elevated platform for the rest of our basket items to sit on. And just look at how strong that is. For the next part, we're going to use the Fiddle Faddle, the Welch's Fruit Snacks, and the Mike and Ike's. I like to attach these 3 things together first before I put them in the basket. So I use the word "and" on Mike and Ike's and the flag on the F in fruit to use as a guideline of where they're going to line up. And I'm going to take the balloon dots this time and put them on the 4 corners of the Welch's. And we'll stick that down to the bottom left-hand corner of the Fiddle Faddle. From there, I'll take the Glue Dots strips and use those to attach the Mike and Ike's to the Welch's Fruit Snacks. And I just attached those by hand. I think I used 4 of them. And use the word "and" the F on the fruit to line it up. And at first it's not going to look like you've lined it up right. It looks like it's offset, but once it's in the basket you'll understand. And I do add a couple extra balloon dots to the top of the Welch's just to make sure it's not flopping forward. Using the glue strips again, I'm going to add 3 across the bottom of the fiddle faddle box. So let me switch to a better camera angle so we can attach these to the basket. Using the strong glue dots, I'm going to attach one in each of the bottom front corners of the Mike and Ike's and one in the center. We're going to attach that to the front of the basket on the left-hand side. Once those are stuck down, we'll attach the fiddle faddle to the cracker box that we used as a platform. Next, we're going to take the Lay's and the balloon dots, and we're going to put 2 dots on the bottom back half of the Lay's container, and we're going to stick it to the cracker box platform. You're going to take one more glue dot, and you're going to put it in the top corner of the fiddle faddle box so that we can stick the Lay's container to it. Moving to the back side of the basket, we're going to take 3 balloon dots and put them across the back side of the fiddle faddle to attach the white cheddar popcorn to. We're going to take the potato skins and put them on the side of the basket that has the Lay's on it. Using glue dots, we're going to stick some on to the fiddle faddle box to hold those potato skins in place. And if you see any place else that looks like it needs to be held tighter, just add a glue dot, like to the Lay's stacks or the white cheddar popcorn, to hold everything in place. And you're going to do the exact same thing with the teddy bear cookies on the other side of the basket. Just add a glue dot and attach it to wherever you think it needs to be held better. The fudge cookies are going to be like the crown at the top of the basket. We're going to use the glue dot strips and put 3 across the top of the fiddle faddle box and just sit the fudge covered cookies on top. It's time to use the snack size items to use as filler on the basket. So I'm taking the 2 microwave popcorns and putting them in a V shape on the back of the basket. I'll attach those to each other with a glue dot, as well as putting a glue dot in front of each one to attach it to the wall of the basket. I'll add glue dots in those corner edges of the basket, and if it needs it, I'll put them on the back side so they can attach to the white cheddar popcorn. Moving on to the Pringles, we're going to take our balloon dots and we're going to put one of them on the short side of the Pringles and stretch one along the length of the Pringles. We'll then attach it to the Mike and Ike's and the Welch's. We'll also attach one to the top of the Lay's stack. For the Oreos, we're going to put one of them on top of the Welch's near the Pringles, and the other will sit on top of the Mike and Ike's next to the Lay's stacks. I just use the balloon dots and I put a couple wherever it needs to be stuck to a neighboring item to balance. And there's a full look at all the sides. All of our products are attached now. It's time for my favorite part, the shrink bag. It is so satisfying. So you're going to get that bag open and sit your basket inside. Pull everything up around the basket. Make sure it's centered inside of the bag. You can use a blow dryer or a heat tool like this Darice one to shrink the bag. Just gather the plastic up at the top, trying to avoid any wrinkles. And just know, once you turn that tool on, you need to keep it moving. Don't stay in one spot for too long because you will burn a hole through the plastic. You're going to go around on all of the sides, at the top, on the bottom, and you just keep going over the process until there's no more air left in the bag. I'm going to switch to a more powerful heat gun and check out how tight that shrink is. I love it. We're just about done. We need to add a bow to this. I get these pull bows off of Amazon and I love them. You just open up the end there and you pull that center string, and as you pull it, the bow gathers in the front. So here it is in slow motion, and then we'll speed it up. It just gathers up into a big, pretty bow. I have a method for tying the bow so the strings don't break. Place the bow in the front and cross your strings around the back. Bring the strings to the front and cross them over each other. Take them to the back and cross them over each other one more time, and then tie 2 overhand knots in the front. From there, I cut the strings at about the length of the Mike and Ike's. And I'm going to take that extra string and tie it in 2 overhand knots at the top of the bow. So it's going between the bow and our little plastic poof at the top. You're going to give your little plastic poof a haircut. And from there, you're going to take your scissors and curl your ribbon. Fluff everything out so it's pretty. And as a final touch, I always take my heat gun and take it over it one last time to make sure there's no wrinkles. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this gift basket inspired you. And if you would take a second to help my channel grow by liking this video and subscribing, it would really make my day. Here's the final reveal.